Hey everyone, and welcome back to Extra Time. You know, in modern football, the spotlight always seems to fall on the same names: Bellingham, Mohamed Salah, and many more, and fair enough, they are incredible players. But today I want to talk about something different. I want to talk about the players who don't always get the same attention, the ones who make their teams function, who combine intelligence, technique, and consistency, but rarely dominate the headlines. So in today's video, I will go through 6 players who, in my opinion, are massively underrated, footballers who deserve way more recognition for the quality they bring every single week. Let's get into it. Dani Olmo? Let's start with Dani Olmo. A player who, for me, represents everything that's beautiful about Spanish football. Olmo's technical ability is unreal. The way he controls the ball under pressure, how effortlessly he turns between the lines, and how he finds solutions in tight spaces, it's pure artistry. He's not the loudest player on the pitch, but his game intelligence is on another level. He reads situations before they even happen, and his first touch almost always puts him in the perfect position to create or progress the play. What makes Olmo so fascinating is how complete he is. He's not just a creative midfielder, he presses well, works hard defensively, and moves with purpose. He's versatile too. He can play as a left winger, attacking midfielder, even as a false nine. Every time he plays for Spain, you can see that classic Barcelona identity. And that's why I think, if there's one player in world football who looks like he was born to play for Barca, it's Dani Olmo. He fits their system perfectly. Possession-based intelligent movement, positional awareness, and calmness on the ball. It's just a matter of time before we see him in that kind of setup permanently. He's not about flashy tricks or highlight reels. He's about pure football intelligence, and that's something we're starting to forget in the modern game. Mikel Merino? Next up, Mikel Merino. If you watched Spain at Euro 2024 or any recent international games, you will know how good this guy really is. He's a monster in midfield. He's physically dominant, but what makes him so special is how coordinated and technically sound he is for his size. He moves like a smaller player, but he has the presence and power of a center-back. Merino is the kind of midfielder who just does everything. He wins duels, he's great in the air, and yet, he's also extremely clean in possession. He can play those vertical passes, make late runs into the box, and he's genuinely dangerous in front of goal, something not many Spanish midfielders have. And still, when people talk about Spain, they mention Pedri or Rodri, but not Merino. That, to me, is crazy. He's one of the most complete midfielders in Europe. Fabián Ruiz? Let's stay with Spain for a moment, because Ruiz is another name that deserves far more respect. If you've watched him on club football closely in the last season, you will know he has been one of their most consistent performers. In a team full of stars, Ruiz quietly dictates rhythm, balances the midfield, and connects every phase of play. He's tall, elegant, intelligent, and technically brilliant. His left foot is pure quality. His passing range, the way he glides through pressure, and how he uses his body to shield the ball, it's top class. But what really stands out about Fabián is his football intelligence. He knows exactly when to speed things up, when to slow down, and how to control a match without ever looking rushed. He's not a social media player, he's a coach's dream. Every manager who's worked with him praises his discipline and tactical understanding. He's not the guy you will see trending, but he's the one who makes sure everyone else can shine. Without him, the midfield of PSG doesn't flow the same way. That's how valuable he is, and that's why he's so underrated. Grimaldo. Now let's talk about one of the best full-backs in Europe right now. Grimaldo. What seasons he's had at Leverkusen. From a good left-back into one of the most productive players in Europe. He's always been technically strong, but this year, his end product has gone to another level. He's scoring goals, delivering assists, and his link-up play with his former teammates has been unreal. And then there's his free kicks. When Grimaldo stands over the ball, you know something special can happen. He's one of the most dangerous set-piece takers in the world right now. Accurate, composed, and unpredictable. People forget how hard it is to replace someone like Davies in a best left-back discussion, but Grimaldo has quietly forced his way into that conversation. He's consistent, intelligent, and incredibly efficient. He's not just bombing forward, he times his movements, knows when to invert inside, and helps control possession like an extra midfielder. In short, he's the perfect modern full-back. Nathan Ake? Next up, a player who doesn't make headlines, but who every manager in the world would love to have, Nathan Ake. Ake's value to Manchester City is immense. He's not the kind of defender who makes flashy tackles, he's the one who prevents danger before it even happens. He's strong, smart, left-footed, and incredibly reliable. Whenever his coaches need someone to fill in, left back, center back, back three, Ake is there. He's the definition of consistency. What's most impressive is how composed he is. Under pressure, he never panics, and in aerial duels, he's dominant despite not being the tallest center back. He's also technically very underrated. His ball progression and passing from the back are excellent, and that's a huge reason why City can build so smoothly from defense. He's the kind of player fans don't talk about, but coaches love, because you can rely on him in any situation. Injuries, tactical changes, doesn't matter, Ake steps in and performs. He's not loud, not flashy, just consistent excellence. And that's rare in football today. Dominik Szoboszlai. And finally, Dominik Szoboszlai, one of my absolute favorite players to watch. Since joining Liverpool, he's shown exactly why he is so highly rated, and still, I feel like he's not getting enough credit for what he brings to the team. He's got everything. A rocket of a shot, great technique, incredible work rate, and an understanding of space that makes him adaptable to multiple positions. He can play as a number 8, a winger, or even as an attacking midfielder, and he performs every role with the same energy and intelligence. His shooting ability is world-class, his free kicks, his long-range efforts, his timing, all elite. But what people don't talk about enough is how complete he is off the ball. He presses relentlessly, tracks back, and brings intensity every single game. He's one of those players who never hides, and that, to me, is a sign of true class. Szoboszlai is still young, but his mentality is already elite. He's a leader for Hungary and a key part of Liverpool's next era. Give him another season, and I think people will start talking about him in the same breath as the very best midfielders in Europe. At the end of the day, football isn't just about the big names, it's about players like these, who combine intelligence, consistency, and quality without always getting the spotlight they deserve. Dani Olmo's creativity, Merino's power and timing, Fabián's intelligence, Grimaldo's precision, Ake's reliability, and Szoboszlai's complete modern skill set. They all represent a side of football that's undervalued but essential. These are the players who make the beautiful game truly complete. So tell me in the comments, who do you think is the most underrated player in world football right now? I'd love to see your picks. Maybe I will include some of them in a future episode. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to ExtraTime, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on ExtraTime.